confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the player. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the player. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the player. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the player. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the player. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the player. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the player. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the player. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the player. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the player. I'm the player. Next level. I'm coming for everything. I am the player. Remember me.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
at my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, my leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy as
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To throw is Harris. Off play action. Flush to his right. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for the Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with, and right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And complete right side to Cook. And he is going. First down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Allen. And he's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're arming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard. But sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 21-0 our score after 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got room. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jackson to return. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The pitch goes to Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris throwing on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Harris. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Saquon Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission. And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Cook running right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 205 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Now Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Allen. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Harris. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Slot man moves right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Harris. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Harris now to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now Harris. From the gun, he'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to roll now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can...
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kangol, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca-key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Chris a king, better add extra on the... I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this in this.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she bought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my.
intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. You gotta build it. Ain't leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot.